Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima. Over the past couple of weeks, there's been a PS1 import released by Monkey Paw Games every week, and they're calling it the Retro Rush. And I got into contact with Monkey Paw Games, and well, I'm covering that series now, so this is the first game of the Retro Rush. It's a bloody Double Dragon game, of all things. But even worse, did not mean to do that, let's just get back out of the intro there. Even worse, it is based off the movie. The 1990-something movie that was based on Double Dragon, but really nothing like it. I've only seen the Nostalgia Critic episode on Double Dragon, so I don't have a clue about the movie. And by the way, if you're wondering, yeah, there's absolutely no music or sound effects in the main menu. I don't know. I really don't. So let's just have a look. It's actually a one-on-one fighting game. Yeah, not only is Double Dragon game based on the movie and not the actual games, it's a one-on-one fighting game. Now, if we go down to option, we'll talk about the most obvious thing about these games. Since they're all Japanese imports, there is that tiny problem where everything is in Japanese. I mean, this is pretty obvious. You can obviously tell, like, that's the round limit. That's the amount of time that you can spend on each round. That down the very bottom there is the health handicap. But still, it's just really weird to have these. And the thing is, like, if we just come out to the live area and check the in-game manual, there's no English here whatsoever. I mean, like, it feels like they could have gone to at least some effort in putting in the some sort of English, don't you think? I mean, even just a simple couple of pages of white text saying, okay, this is what you need to do, this is what everything does that you can't read. I can understand not doing it for something like a really complicated strategy game or something like that, but this is a fighting game. Surely you can just give me like a couple of English sentences to work with? I mean, really? Come on, guys. But alright, let's actually go and have a look at the game, shall we? Let's just go back to the menu here. Now, we got two options here, Overdrive and Normal Mode. I have no idea what the difference is between the two of these. There's no practice mode, there's no move list, there's no... Well, there is a move list in a sense, but we'll have to go into Overdrive mode or Normal mode just to see what this is. Okay, so this is where the music actually starts. I don't know why there wasn't music in the main menu, but whatever. So you can see on the right there's a charge move and a special move, and a couple of special moves, I should say. Now, it says to press two buttons. Like in this little move list here, it says to press two buttons to activate the charge move, and some special moves also require two... Oh no, I guess some of them don't require two buttons. Huh. But it says press two buttons, and... Yeah, what two buttons do you have to press? Because there's four I have to press here. The game uses triangle, square, circle, and X, and it doesn't tell you which ones you need to push specifically. That's a bit odd. Like, I understand this is a fighting game from 1995, but come on, we had Tekken at this point. At least I think we did. But anyway, let's just play with either Billy or Jimmy. Now, as I said before, it is based off the movie. As I said, I have seen the Nostalgia Critic, so I have seen clips from the movie, several clips. None of these look like characters from the movie, so it's very, very loosely based on the movie. And I have to admit, the character designs are okay, but, you know, nothing special to them. Nothing special to them. Good lord. So let's just play as Billy. At least they didn't spell him Bimmy. God, that's a reference only I'm going to get, isn't it? Alright, let's just pick Billy. And I'm going against Billy. Great. Wonderful. I'm playing in the original mode for the screen scaling, so it looks the best it can be. I usually prefer playing in like full screen, but yeah. Alright, so here we go. This is a typical fighting game, as you can see. It's also kind of hard. As you can see, that's like a direct rip-off of the Street Fighter move. I was trying to remember the name of it, but oh god. Okay, so you've got special moves. You also got this charge bar down here. And when's that one? And the thing is, your charge. Whoa! Holy crap! What happened there? god. Okay, gotta try and focus a little bit more. So this game does have a bit of SNK boss difficulty to it. I mean, good lord. I mean, like, you expect back to block, but it really doesn't. It's weird. What's that? No. There it is. So yeah, as you can see, just everybody has their own little set of special moves. Get up, get up, get up. And you've also got a charge meter, and the further your charge meter goes down, the further your health bar goes down, and the more your charge meter goes up. So basically, if your charge meter reaches the maximum health you have at the time, you will be able to unleash a charge move, which I did, and it kind of sucked. But other than that, I'm not sure if there's anything else to this game. I'll just run down the clock and pick another character. I mean, I don't know what else there is to this game. I mean, like, the art style is a bit drab. I mean, it doesn't really look that nice, even for a 2D game. I've got to press start there, my bad. It doesn't look that nice even for a 2D game. It's a bit weird. Let's just see if there's any options I can change to make this easier, because it's really hard to play fighting games when you're trying to commentate over them. We'll try that. So let's just try normal mode. I really don't know what the difference is. So, yeah, the game doesn't really have that much to it, really. I mean, the charge meter is a clever idea, I have to say that much. It is... Let's just play as Mary and see if I have any luck. Oh, God. Going up against Jimmy. The game really doesn't have that much to it, though. I mean, other than that little charge mechanic, which is pretty clever, because, I mean, if you're in trouble, you're more than likely to get your charge move pretty damn quick. So, it is a clever way to, like, balance out the, a potential losing streak. But as you can see, some of the charge moves aren't really that good. Just trying to figure out this girl's combination moves. Again, it's really hard when they don't tell you the actual button combinations. At least she actually appears to move at a half-decent speed. Whoops. Okay, charge move. Bollocks. Charge move? Charge move! Charge move. Charge. Yep. Knew that was gonna happen. I mean, it looks okay. It's just... Everything looks a tiny bit darker than it should be. I've got no idea what that is. Oh, and by the way, I almost forgot to mention this. Hold on, get you back on the ground. Press any of the attack buttons when you're paused. It changes the size of your character. Why is this a thing? Holy crap, I've never heard of anything like this in a fighting game. Like, look, I'll play as Tiny Girl here. As you can see, it actually doesn't affect, like the hitboxes. Well, it affects the hitboxes somewhat, but it's a bit weird about the way it actually affects them. But I mean, it's hard to recommend this game when, I mean like I'm probably just used to the creature comforts that a modern day fighting game like BlazBlue would bring. But I miss the ability to, I miss training modes, I miss move lists, I miss the ability to actually practice what I want to do. I miss the ability to just fool around with the character. I miss being able to put the difficulty on really easy and actually win, like, so easily that I can just literally just sit there and mash buttons. I will admit I am pretty bad at this game, but I would like to just sit and mash buttons every once and again, and, you know, this has got that old boss difficulty to it that all the games back in the early days had. I was never a fan of them. I'll just pick someone else, I guess. There is one last mode that I want to show off, and once I lose to Jimmy again, I'll show it off, because it's like the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. But I'm pretty sure I've got all I've wanted to say about this game out. I mean, I've put about an hour into it, and I will admit, there is just a lot about this game that doesn't rub me the right way. Decent effort, at least. I mean, like, for a PS1 fighting game, this isn't half bad. Get up, get up. There we go.
Rebecca wins.
Sometimes it says Rebecca won, and then on other characters it says like Jimmy win. And it's like, and it says one every time, but it always says, like it always says one on the screen, but sometimes it'll say win. It doesn't make any sense. It's so odd. It's those Japanese. See, I can't even pause to get a move list. It's so... I will admit, it is something that I've gotten used to over the years, but, you know, it would be nice to have a move list. Alright, let's just lose the next couple of matches, and then I'll show you what is arguably the most ridiculous mode I've seen in a fighting game. Yeah, it's that bad. Too bad alright, yeah, Marion. No wonder her power is like minimum and her speed is maximum, so no wonder she moves so fast. Relatively long loading times, admittedly.
Round 1, fight.
Alright, come at me. Might as well just lose. Okay, yeah, that AI is a little bit stupid, isn't it? Walked at me for a few seconds expecting something. Whoa, fire upcut. Okay, now Rebecca I seem to get along with a lot better. That's a weird thing to say. Okay, I think I'll just... Okay, jump cut. Alright, back in the main menu. See this option here? Tiny 3D mode? I'll give you one guess as to what it is. Make a guess. You were probably wrong. Let's actually have a look at it. This is like the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. So let's just pick Billy, because, you know, whatever.
Billy versus Ludo.
Now watch this. This is ridiculous. I promise you this. The only buttons you use in-game are the directional pad and triangle, square, X, and circle. So imagine what happens when you press L1, L2, R1, or R2 in this mode. Now you may be wondering, why the hell is it in such a tiny window like this? Well, watch this. Press R, tilt it to the left. Tilt, is that the left or the right? Whatever. Press L1, tilt it to the left. Press L2, if I can find the right spot in the... Yeah, see, look at this. It's literally a tiny 3D mode. Why does this look? You can barely tell what's going on from this angle. Like, there's not even an option to turn on like a red and blue 3D filter to actually make this worth something. Oh look, they draw all the health bars on the screen like always on top of everything, like no matter what the angle the camera's at. But all like the combo prompts and the counter prompts show up like over the top of the characters. It's weird. It's so weird. And look, you even zoom in. Wow. Good lord. Okay, so that was a look at Double Dragon. One interesting mechanic in the form of the charge moves doesn't really save it from being a fighting game which isn't really worth anyone's time to play. That's a shame, really. You kind of hope that they'd bring over sort of hidden gems with these games, but it just... So far, with Double Dragon, doesn't seem to be that impressive. Oh well. Maybe the next one will be better. The next game is Lucifer Ring, which is, I believe, is a 3D beat-em-up. That'll be interesting, won't it? This has been Blue Maxima, and I'll see you all next time.